Thank you all very much. So, good evening and welcome. I am Michelle Reynolds, and it is my great privilege to be here today as the CEO of the City of Perth. This evening, we are privileged to be in the iconic council chamber to officiate your positions as elected members for the City of Perth. To start our ceremony, I would like to welcome City of Perth Elder Auntie Cheryl Phillips to conduct a welcome to country on behalf of the Whadjuk people on whose land we are meeting. Please welcome Auntie Cheryl.
I'll officially introduce myself. So, Kaya, and thank you. My name is Cheryl Phillips. I am a Whadjuk descendant. My connection is through my great-grandmother from Kings Park, right across. And with that, I'll just read to you. So, Kaya Mwanju. I'd like to first acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land we are on, Whadjuk people in the Noongar Nation. I acknowledge and pay respect to my continuing culture, also to the contribution we make to Bulu, Perth, and to the region. So, Ngani Wanju, Nunuk Nija Gathering. Ngani Karich, Kora Mort, Nija Whadjuk, Buja, Ware, Kep. Ngani Jurapan, which means I'm happy to be here. Nunuk Jinang Nija. So I welcome you to this gathering, and I should mention Yorgas, Marmons and Kullingas. So it's a welcome to this gathering along with the elders who sadly some of them can't make it, and are happy to be with you all on this special occasion, and the elders on the Advisory Council will be looking forward to working together with you all, and I'd like to thank Perth City Council respectfully. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Cheryl. I would like to welcome the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor Basil Zemplis, re-elected into his second term as Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor made his declaration and was officiated as an elected member at a private ceremony yesterday. We would now like to present the mayoral chains and officially welcome the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor Basil Zemplis.
They still fit.
And if I can invite the Lord Mayor to the podium.
Thank you very much, Michelle, and good evening, everybody. It's wonderful to have you all here on what is a very special occasion. For those of us who are returning, for those of us who continue on as elected members of the City of Perth, and obviously and in particularly for those who are joining us as elected members for the very first time. And we will have the opportunity to celebrate and mark their rise to elected members of the City of Perth as the evening goes on. Firstly, and following on from Auntie Cheryl, can I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet, the Whadjuk Noongar people of Western Australia. It's a privilege to be standing on Whadjuk Noongar land, on the banks overlooking the beautiful Derbil Yerrigan. And I thank Auntie Cheryl and her fellow City of Perth Aboriginal Elders Advisory Group members for their leadership and wisdom that they provide us with each and every day. It's a privilege and has been one of the great privileges of our first 3 years in office to be able to share time, spend time and learn from the wisdom of our Aboriginal Elders Advisory Group. I am immensely proud, obviously, to be able to continue as the 18th Lord Mayor of the City of Perth. And I will have the opportunity to say a few words upstairs also, where a larger crowd will be gathered. But if I could just take a moment to say that a first election is very special. But the second election seems even more significant because clearly you are then judged on your record, on your achievements, what you've done right or perhaps not done so well. And the electorate have the opportunity to judge you on the track record that you have put down. So it is enormously gratifying, obviously, to be returned. I want to thank those who are with us tonight. Councillors Liam Gobbett, who has for the last 12 months and until 11:59 p.m. tonight continues to serve as the Deputy Lord Mayor of the City of Perth. Liam's been a terrific ally of mine and a great supporter of our council and our council team. Councillor Brent Fleeton, who is also with us tonight. Brent has been a particular champion in the planning and finance spaces, a fierce advocate for our city, as has been Liam Gobbett, Deputy Lord Mayor. And particularly I acknowledge with Liam the relationship that he has helped us foster and build with our neighbourhood groups. Councillor Clyde Bevan, here with his wife Leslie tonight. Councillor Bevan has been a long time business owner and operator in our city of Perth. Experience and a voice of wisdom on council, but also with the first-hand knowledge of what it is like and what it takes to be able to run a business in this environment. And his ability to share knowledge has been very useful for all of us. And as I've always said, very handy to have a doctor in the house, particularly here at Council House. And to Councillor Victor Coe, thank you for your continued support also, particularly bridging the gap and establishing the connections with our very large Chinese Australian population. And Councillor Coe has been immensely valuable in continuing to foster those relationships. And to Councillor Catherine Leeser, who returns, having been re-elected at the same time as I and our new members. Catherine is a champion of the strata community and for a good deal of time now has been the chair of our Audit and Risk Committee. Catherine also a fierce ally of the Lord Mayor and a great supporter of mine. So to our existing councillors and returning councillor, I say thank you. I also want to thank our CEO, Michelle Reynolds, for her leadership of our city and the city's administration. We have wonderful people working in the city, and our city is about to embark on a fabulous new era. We have laid the foundation, and we're very excited to be able to capitalise on the hard work that has been done. I am particularly excited to be able to welcome our newest members, and I will say more about them once they have been sworn in, but can I acknowledge Bruce Reynolds, David Gonsalves and Raj Doshi. And I just want to acknowledge here that all three come to us as co-chairs of their respective neighbourhood groups. In Raj and David's case, the East Perth Community Group, and in Bruce's case, the West Perth Local Community Group. And that demonstrates how important and significant the ties between the City of Perth and council and our administration and our neighbourhood and community groups is. I'm delighted that they have been successful in their bids to join us on council, and I think a 33% renewal feels absolutely spot on. Can I acknowledge just finally, personally, my family who are with us tonight, to my beautiful wife Amy, who's been an incredible supporter of mine. Amy, thank you for being here and thank you for being with me on the journey, not just for 3 years, but in the 6 months or so that led up to this. And to my brother-in-law Kevin and sister Diane, who are also here, in some ways representing mum and dad, who I know are very proud tonight and continue to be proud of what we are all able to achieve as a family. Thank you, Diane and Kevin, for your continuing love and support. Just finally, for all of our elected members, I take this opportunity to remind you of what a privilege it is to serve as councillors of the City of Perth. We are indeed in a very fortunate and privileged position. And I'm very proud of what we've been able to achieve as a team in this chamber and throughout this building over our first 3 years. The job is not done. The work continues. And for some of us, we've been given another opportunity. For some of us, the opportunity continues. And for 3 of you in the room tonight, the opportunity now exists to join our team and add your expertise, enthusiasm and passion to our collective opportunities to impact the City of Perth. And just today, as we were going through the induction process for our newest members, we were reminded, and always a timely reminder, of the code of conduct under which we operate, ourselves as elected members, in this chamber as councillors, and throughout the City of Perth in everything that we do. We were reminded, and it is worth reminding ourselves, that our code of conduct reminds us always to act with honesty and integrity, to treat others with respect, courtesy and fairness, and to contribute to harmonious, safe and productive work environments. Basic principles which, when adhered to, provide us the best environment for our city to further prosper. And it provides us as elected members the best framework for us to lead that prosperity. It's immensely gratifying to be here again tonight. Thank you all in your respective ways for supporting our councillors-elect, those returning, and indeed, in my case, the returning Lord Mayor. It has been the greatest privilege of my professional career to serve as Lord Mayor of the City of Perth, and I'm excited to continue with our new team and see the great things that we are going to achieve. Thank you all for being here tonight, everybody.
Thank you, Lord Mayor, and I would also like to acknowledge yourself, the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor Basil Zemplis, councillors, councillors-elect and family and friends who are here today. So this evening we're here to observe a special event, the swearing in of our new councillors. The Lord Mayor and councillors are elected by the people of this great city. From tonight onwards, they will make up the City of Perth Council and will govern the affairs of West Australia's capital city. We will now conduct the swearing-in declarations. I would like to invite the Right Honourable Lord Mayor to please come forward. In his capacity as Lord Mayor, the Lord Mayor will officiate the declarations in accordance with Section 2.29 of the Local Government Act 1995. Each councillor will now be sworn in individually. So, to begin, Councillor-elect Catherine Leeser, would you please come forward?
I, Catherine Leeser, of St George's Terrace, Perth, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Perth, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability. And I will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by City of Perth under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Councillor Catherine Leeser. I would now like to invite Councillor-elect Bruce Reynolds to please come forward.
And it is my duty to ask Bruce Reynolds to now make your declaration as an elected member of council.
Okay. I, Bruce Reynolds of Mounts Bay Road, Perth, WA, hereby having been elected to the office of Councillor of City of Perth, declare that I take the office upon myself will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Perth under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Sign. As soon as I sign, it's going to be official, Bruce. Bruce, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Councillor Bruce Reynolds. I would now like to invite Councillor-elect David Gonsalves to please come forward.
Welcome. Congratulations. David Gonsalves, would you now please make your declaration as an elected member of council?
I, David Gonsalves of 407 Bronte Street, East Perth, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Perth, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Perth under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
1995 is important. You know, you're signing and then mate, thank you first. Oh. Made me sign fast now. David, congratulations. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Councillor David Gonsalves. I would now like to invite Councillor-elect Raj Doshi to please come forward.
And Raj Doshi, would you please now make your declaration as an elected member of council?
I, Raj Doshi of Adelaide Terrace, East Perth, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Perth, declare that I take office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Perth under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Quick signers in East Perth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Councillor Raj Doshi. Thank you, Lord Mayor, for officiating this ceremony. That concludes the swearing in of the councillors. Please join me in congratulating our elected members and welcoming our new City of Perth councillors. Ladies and gentlemen, could I please ask you to stand for the Australian National Anthem? Please be seated. Needed to make sure that was finished. As we close the formalities, I would like to once again thank Elder Cheryl Phillips and Lord Mayor Basil Zemplis for their contributions to the ceremony this evening. All elected members will now be moving to Councillors' Lounge to gather briefly before having a group photograph taken. Elected members, when we conclude here, would you please come forward and follow our usher at the front of the room. Family and guests, you will be making your way to the welcome reception on level 11, where the Lord Mayor and elected members will join you shortly. You will be following our ushers at the rear of the room out to the foyer area, and they will assist you in the lifts to the reception room where refreshments are being served. Thank you once again for joining us today for this very important occasion, and we look forward to more informal conversations upstairs. Thank you very much.